What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. As you can tell, yes, we're going to going over the Gorillaz Iceberg. You like this little thumbnail right here? I know I'm the one who made it. Yeah, all credit goes to me. You're probably wondering what the heck? You come out from the ashes? Where the hell have you been? I've been busy and I've had a bit of a burnout, and this is the reason why I'm doing this type of videos, because I wanted to do something different, something that I've never really done before. I mean, I've done an iceberg video, but it was zombies, and I have nothing against zombies. I love zombies. It's near and dear to my heart. But I've been into Gorillaz ever since my uncle ever showed me the music video for Clint Eastwood, and I remember I was like 7, 8 years old, and I was scared of it. I have no freaking clue, but now that I'm older, I like to delve deep into it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the Gorillaz Iceberg. Alright, so Do You Thing is a Gorillaz song that it's pretty much like the longest song they've ever made. It's like 13 minutes. Now the reason why they're saying Do You Thing is canon, basically what that means is that from the music, if you haven't seen the music video, I'd kind of recommend it. It's kind of cool. It was before Gorillaz went on their hiatus because everybody thought it's the last Gorillaz song. It's been 5 freaking years. You know, this is like years ago. And I mean, I don't know. Like, you kind of have to watch the music video for yourself to understand what this entry means. All right, so what this means is that the Powerpuff Girls and the Gorillaz are in the same universe, I guess, because for the album, the Now Now, um, it features Ace from Powerpuff Girls, but also in, I guess, some old episodes, the Gorillaz were like posters or drawings in the Powerpuff Girls universe. Um, it's kind of odd, but yet I guess it's kind of cool. I mean, I guess the Gorillaz are part of the Powerpuff Girls universe, and the Powerpuff Girls are part of the Gorillaz universe. I mean, is that how that works? I mean, honestly, I have no freaking clue, but that's kind of what that means. Okay, so an Orgon accumulator is like this weird thing where you like it takes away negative energy. And for the music video Pac-Man, um Murdoch isn't one of these things. It's in one of these weird boxes, okay? And it's so weird. Like, I don't know if he's trying to get rid of like bad energy or something, or like, oh, he like maybe he regrets what he's done in the past. But I mean, he's just in this box the whole entire music video. Like, he does nothing. Maybe he like looks out here and there, but he does nothing. He's just in that weird freaking box, and it's so weird. All right, so you're not looking at anything crazy, okay? What pretty much Gorilla is before Gorillaz. Like, literally, it's just like when Jamie Hewlett and Damon Albarn were just like coming up for the names for the band. The first was Gorilla, and like as you saw by the picture, that's literally what it was. All right, so don't get this confused with, World War II D-Day. No. So what D-Day is, and just summarize it really simply, really short, really fast, is Murdoch was driving into a record store. 2D was there. He hit one of his eyes, and then he had to take care of 2D. And then he was doing donuts in the parking lot, and then 2D flew out the window, and then his other eye came out, but he came out of a comatose state, and that's how he got his name 2D. For literally both of his eyes getting 8-ball fractured. Uh, that's pretty much what that means. I mean, that's literally simplified, like simplistic version of how that happened. All right, so Portal in Studio 13, canonically in Gorillaz lore, for the album, or I guess seasonal album. I'm not sure how you want to see it, but I guess for the album Song Machine, Studio 13, where all the songs were recorded, technically has a portal, and they can invite other collaborators and artists into their studio. And I guess that's what that means. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it from what I've read, but that's pretty much the gist of it. That in the studio, technically, there's a portal in there where, like, a famous artist can go in and collaborate with Gorillaz. That's pretty much what that means. Alright, so to end off the tip top of the iceberg, we have the Rejects. Now, the Rejects is this loosely canon band that Cyborg Noodle made, which Cyborg Noodle's story is a bit kind of weird because Well, she's seen in the Lost Chord music video, and this band, this loose cannon Gorillaz band with Cyborg Noodle, is before that music video. So take it how you want to see it, but yeah. So yeah, as I was literally talking about a couple seconds ago, jeez, I can't speak today. Cyborg Noodle is technically still alive because before, earlier in the years, Noodle supposedly turned her head into a bonsai plant, and then as you saw, she made the rejects. Cyborg Noodle made the rejects, and now she's seen alive in the Lost Chord. And it's like, is she alive or is she dead? And it did like Murdoch made multiple versions of her or something? Is that why there are multiple versions in the the Gorillaz lore, Gorillaz canon story? Like, what the heck, man? Like it's weird. All right, so what Sean Ryder's head is referring to, or his head in the closet, what that's referring to is, in the music video for Dare, his head is in Noodle's closet. That's literally it. And I mean, I don't think it goes any deeper than that. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be like, oh, they have his decapitated head and now they're stuffing it full of adrenaline. That way he can sing with Noodle in the music video. I'm like, I don't think that's what it means, but I mean, that's really it. Like his head is just in Noodle's closet. That's really it. All right, so I'm gonna say this in two pronunciations: El Mierda and El Mierda. If you don't know what that means, it pretty much means, excuse my language, it means the shit in Spanish. Now, for the music video Strobe Light, Murdoch meets with some guy who canonically, his name is Juan, I guess, but he's like a messenger for some excuse my hiccups, for some dude named El Mierda, or the shit. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that guy's like, I don't know, some type of drug dude. I have no freaking clue, man. For this one, I don't really know much about it. That's literally all I know. So, Celebrity Takedown Freezer ending actually comes from the Gorillaz Phase 1 Celebrity Takedown movie? I guess it's something like that. It's like a documentary type of deal. And from what I read, pretty much when you finish watching it, you kind of like exit through the vent through a freezer, and then the credits start rolling. Like, I mean, I don't really have much knowledge of this because I mean, I haven't really seen it or have any knowledge of it, but from what I read, that's what it says. So let's just go with that. Yeah. All right. So Mike the Monkey. Um, Mike the Monkey is, I guess you can say, a pet to the Gorillas. Mainly, he's stuck around with Noodle during phase 2 of Demon Days, and he's been like kind of like this little type of pet for Noodle. Now, from what I know personally, after phase 3, after Plastic Beach, Mike the Monkey, or actually no, after phase 2, during phase 3, and after, Mike the Monkey never shows up anywhere. Like, what happened to the monkey? Where did it go? And it hasn't shown up since. So it's really been since the end of Demon Days and the beginning of Plastic Beach that this monkey has never been found. So who knows where Mike the Monkey is? So Noodle killing Mazu, or Mazu, it's kind of like a side lore type of deal. Well, kind of like in the main Gorilla Canon's lore, but it's not based off like any songs or music or anything. So from the Book of Noodle, I guess you can say we'll use it on this. There's this weird demon, I guess, or entity running around Japan, which Noodle wants to like eliminate or something. For some reason, Noodle has a vendetta against this thing. But the thing about it is that this weird thing can like shapeshift and turn into people. But eventually she does find it and she kills it, and I she's satisfied with it. I mean, I don't really know much about this. All I know is that she was on the hunt for it and she actually took the thing out, and that's pretty much all I know. But if you want to read more into it, you most definitely can. But from my knowledge, that's pretty much what I know. So Plastic Beach getting destroyed isn't something new. If you haven't seen the music videos, you're in for a wild ride. So in the music video of The Lost Chord, this weird sea monster person thingy who's tied up like in chains laser beams Plastic Beach and destroys the entire thing. And it's like, what the heck? And if you guys don't know, during phase 3 of Plastic Beach, the characters, the members went through a lot. And this could probably be symbolism of them like finally being free of their like longing regrets or something like that. I mean, I don't really know, but take it how you see it. But Plastic Peach, yes, Plastic Beach is destroyed. So New Genius, or Brother as people sometimes like to call it, isn't played live as often. Now, if you never heard of New Genius, it's part of the Gorillaz' first ever self-titled album. It is really great, and I highly recommend it. It's such a good song. It gets you into like very melancholic-y, poppy groove type of feel. Like it sounds really cool, but I can see why it's possibly not played live because of all the technicality that has to go into it of making, like, kind of like reciprocating or remaking the song into a live audience. I can see how that can be kind of troubling, but it's not really played live as often. But I do recommend the song though. You should listen to it. So for Face in the Basement of Saturn's Bars, pretty much what it is that in the beginning of the music video, it kind of pans through this weird looking like house, right? Dilapidated house. And there's his face that appears and then just slowly disappears into the shadow. Now, of course, if you have never seen the music video, pretty much it's saying that the house is haunted, which if you watch the music video, it technically is. Um, but that's pretty much what it means. I mean, I don't know if it's like some type of like entity or something that's like really stuck inside the music video. Like, oh, it's a real, it's a real life ghost inside the music video. Like, no, I don't think that's what it means. I think it's just like, it's insinuating, hey, the house is haunted. Expect to see some weird stuff. Okay, so don't get too spooked by this, but for the 2D and the Murdoch transplant, okay. Now, I don't know if this is canon or not. I really have no clue. But in the earlier days of Gorillaz, you can log on to like the Gorillaz studios and like play little mini games. And one of the mini games was you transferring Murdoch's used up old organs and moving 2D's healthy organs to Murdoch and Murdoch's organs to 2D. And I mean, I blurred out the picture because I mean, reasons, but it's just like, what? It's like, oh my dear God, it's like one of the most weirdest things ever. But it's weird, but it's funny because it's just a little mini game. That's all it is. So Paranormal Activity at Kong, or Paranormal Activity at Kong Studios, just means that the first ever studio that Gorillaz ever owned was this weird, little haunted studio. And if you guys know the music video for Clint Eastwood, that's where Kong Studios is. Now, I'm assuming that's what it's referring to, because how like there's like weird stuff that happens there, like the zombies and like season 2 and phase 2, which Noodle had to eliminate for Demon Days to make the album, and like the zombie gorillas, I guess, and Clint Eastwood in the music video. But that's pretty much what it is, like Kong Studios, like the land it's on, it's haunted, I guess. Alright, so Murdoch's deal with the devil isn't something, that's really talked about as much. But pretty much before starting Gorillaz, Murdoch made a deal with the devil. The devil basically saying, like, if Murdoch ever become, like, if he ever became a famous rock star, his soul would belong to the devil. Which we've seen happened with the Gorillaz, so technically his soul is long gone now. Um, but with that, he also got the Devil's Bass called El Diablo, and yeah, that's pretty much what that means. You know, he just gave his soul away just to be a rock star, I guess. I mean, it's like, you know, it's just regular Gorillaz lore. You know, it's like it's like an average Friday for them, I guess. I'm kind of surprised on why the rocket music video is all the way down here on layer 5. Literally the layer before we end the iceberg. Um, there's nothing really scary or traumatizing with the rocket video. I mean, other than that, you know, there's like heads falling and like the characters going blah blah blah, because pretty much that music video is like a kind of like a commentary towards like how music is nowadays. You know, it's just the same old, everything sounds the same. You know, it's just literally like it's just noise. That's why they're going blah blah blah. Like that's literally like the whole entire song, because they're basically saying, hey, music just sounds like everything else. It's just noise. That's literally it. Like, I guess it's probably down here because like the heads or something. I don't really have a clue, or the people's faces or whatever. But I'm surprised it's down here. You know, like I'm kind of intrigued in a way. So for what this means for Noodle Fell to Hell, what this means is that in between one of the phases, I'm assuming 2 and 3, in Kong Studios there was a portal to hell that Murdoch apparently opened, and Noodle kind of went in there, but in the end Murdoch just ended up saving her from hell. So I mean, I don't think like, oh, she died and then she went into hell or something like that. No, because I know in the El Mayana video, um, like, you know, like the windmill crashes down, but I don't think that's what that signifies. I don't think, oh, it fell, she fell into hell, she's dead. Like, no, like I think that's just what that means. You know, she went into the portal, but then Murdoch got her out. Like that's literally what it means. So fire coming out of a monkey's head is not nothing graphic. It's nothing that has to do with an actual primate. Okay, no, it's referring to the music video "Fire Coming Out of a Monkey's Head," and I recently just saw it. It's not disturbing or anything, but pretty much it's just like it's these little monkeys, right? These little monkeys, they're happy. They in the video they're known as the happy folk, right? And then these weird entities start like mining into their mountain, okay? Where people like the happy folk or the happy monkeys go to rest in peace. You know, they call it their paradise, right? And then during the music video, you know, they start mining it, and the little monkeys are like, you know, they're getting fearful of like, well, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on with the freaking mountain? And it explodes, and then the video just cuts. Like the video just goes black. Like literally, the narrator just says, "Mountain explodes," and then nothing. So I guess that's what that means. I don't know if it's like maybe it's like a grim depiction of something or something like that, but I kind of would recommend you guys watch the music video to see what I'm trying to say. But I just summed it up for you. So like I said, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. But that's just kind of what it is, you know. All right, so Noodles SOS transmission or Noodles transmission. Um, it's kind of weird. Okay, it's kind of weird, and I do have video footage of this. It is kind of weird. It's kind of cryptic. It's pretty much Noodle trying to call up for the other band members, since after Phase 2 they kind of disbanded. But I'll show you the footage right now. It's nothing scary or anything, but it's just like it's kind of like it's eerie. You know, it's like you kind of feel bad for her in this moment in time, though. This was in the past. All right, so the third basement, it's pretty much what we just saw, where Noodle's SOS transmission radio was. The third basement is literally just, you know, what's found, you know, down there. I can't really say what is down there because it's let's just put it simply, it deals with um World War II evil German dudes. Yeah. We'll just go we'll just go with that. And just the SOS transmission from Noodle. So it's yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. So for the final bit of the iceberg, Kong Studios is a gate to hell. It's pretty much confirmed. I mean, Murdoch opened a gateway to hell. I mean, there is clearly a gateway to hell in Kong Studios. Um, I don't know why this is the last one. I thought it'd be a little more grimmer, a little more darker. I mean, the Noodles SOS transmission's kind of a bit darkish, but I mean, I guess because it's a gateway to hell. I mean, I don't know, man, but I mean, yeah, there's a literal gateway to hell in Kong Studios, which, I mean, I wonder if it's still there though. There we go, the full Gorillaz Iceberg. Honestly, this is actually pretty fun for me to do. I mean, I feel like it's a big change in my YouTube channel because I know I'm used to doing zombies and all that stuff. And speaking of my YouTube channel, I'm not done doing videos. You know, I took a little break and I wanted to do something new. I wanted to try something new, and I did a Gorillaz Iceberg, and it took me about 4 days to do it. But I feel that I I just might end up making more and more longer style videos like this. I mean, I know I've been gone. I guess I've been busy. It's almost the end of the year, and I feel hopeful about a lot of things. And I feel that for you people watching, you should feel hopeful too about how you would see the next year, the next future. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and turn on all notifications to be notified of any future videos. I greatly appreciate all of you. You guys are the best. And other than that, that's it.